Hello and welcome to the MSTieCast. I'm Toby.
And as usual, I'm Justin.
Happy Halloween, almost, kind of, not really. Yes, for the month of October, we are back, and we have picked two pretty solid episodes that show off the spoopiness of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Not really much to say beforehand, so we're just going to dive right into it. The first one is a Joel episode, because we wanted to do one Joel, one Mike. For Joel, we went season 4, and we chose episode 414, Tormented, which is, a black and white ghost story, because, ghost stories are cool. This movie isn't very cool, but it's trying. It's trying.
No. It's a basic kind of, person being haunted story. We have guys, Tom, he's planning to get married, but then his ex-girlfriend shows up, threatening to, ruin his relationship and, dig up dark secrets and stuff, and they get into an argument while they're up on the lighthouse, and she falls to her death. The rest of the movie is him being haunted by her ghost and slowly going crazy. That's pretty much it.
Basically. It's a Bert I. Gordon film. The famous Bert I. Gordon.
This is very different. It's like, I was like, really? Bert I. Gordon? Because, if you look at some of the other Gordon movies that they ripped on, I mean, The Magic Sword and the giant monster movie stuff like Earth vs. Spider or Beginning of the End or even Village of the Giants, this is a very different kind of movie for him compared to some of the other stuff that we've seen on MST3K. Is going from giant bugs and insects to a ghost story. Now that obviously maybe he's trying to do something different or different genre or something. It's too bad it's not that great of a movie, but
basically it's like if Bert I. Gordon did The Corpse Bride.
Pretty much.
Go away, phone. Go away.
Stop phone.
That'll be it. There are things that I do like about it. It does have very good atmosphere. I will say.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is very good. I really like the ending.
Oh yeah, the ending is really good, actually.
Which I don't want to. I kind of don't want to spoil too much because I think people that like this kind of movie more than I do will really enjoy it. I'm one of those people that I felt like, even though I was listening to the riffing didn't help very much. I still found the first half especially is very dull.
Yeah.
It's not really spooky, and in the second half, weirdness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, this one is probably liked it a little more than you did. I mean, this is I think it's a decent, solid episode. I wouldn't call it like one that really stands out too much. It's not like a bad MST3K episode. It's solid, but the riffing, you're right. It's a little pretty slow in the beginning, but the second half of the movie, I think, had more of the jokes that I liked. We're looking at a couple of them, trying to refresh my memory of some of the good ones.
To be honest, I think they will be remade. It's different. It has a really good thing. I think the first half was fixed, and let's be honest, the lead is kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Tom Stewart.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I thought it's like I remember the first time I watched this one, I think I enjoyed it a little more. The second time around, I was like, it's just not as great as I remember, but it's still a decent episode. So I thought it would just be a good choice because it's definitely a kind of a movie you watch on Halloween. I mean, there's a lot of them to choose from that were definitely fall into the horror genre that they ripped on the show. So it's, I wouldn't say this is one I would tell fans who haven't seen it to rush out and watch it. I'd say maybe, get to it and may or may not like it. Kind
yeah,
of thing.
It's one I can't really say I recommend unless you like these kinds of movies, like the late 50s, early 60s black and white, not really that scary horror movies that MST3K did so very, very well. I mean, honestly, my pick for that genre still goes to The Corpse Vanishes, which is still one of my favorite episodes, because it's such a stupid, goofy movie, and the riffing is really strong on it. This one, there are good jokes, which we'll get into in a little bit, but overall, I can't really drown out the fact that the movie is kind of boring for the most part. I mean, that's just me. Like, everyone's opinion is going to be different on this kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely for this one.
But like I said, if you like this kind of thing, I think you'll dig this movie. Also, there's a ferry driving beatnik.
Yeah.
Played by Joe Turkel, or Turkel, whatever.
I think
from Village of the Giants, and he was in The Shining.
Yep, he
and Blade Runner.
was in Blade Runner, so it's like he's a pretty recognizable character. It's like I was like, at first I was like, oh, I know who that is, and when I saw his name in the credits,
it's that one guy.
It's that guy.
It's the ghost that gives Jack Torrance booze.
Yep. Tell him to go kill people. Yeah, it's funny to play just like this beatnik. Well, this was 1960, so it was beatnik time, but it's more of a beatnik than you actually see in the Beatniks movie.
The only job a beatnik could get, helping people go away.
Mm-hmm. Did you like any of the whole segments for this episode? Or did any of them stand out to you?
The Invention Exchange I thought was really funny, especially Mike as the uncle.
Yeah.
The Invention Exchange for this one, Joel has the Aunt Catherine wheel, which is like a speak and say, and it's different family members.
Yeah, yes, I like that.
And they go to the uncle, and it's Mike. Hey, grab me a beer, would you? Thanks.
Yeah. The Frank wears a drinking jacket.
Yeah, the what was it called? I mean, I know it was called the drink jacket, but I thought they had like another more specific name for it. But
yeah, me too. I can't think of it.
And Frank was like freaking out because he was getting an IV drip of straight booze.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm gonna get drunk real fast.
No.
It's like right into the veins, baby.
Hook it to my veins. The other one's Joel gets stuck in like the AC vent.
Oh yes.
That was funny. Tom and Crow pretend to be ghosts, I think.
Yeah, the second to last segment, they try to pretend to be ghosts, try to see if they can scare and haunt Joel. It doesn't go very well. Although it's funny how they did that, but then Crow topped that all the way later in season 9 in Screaming Skull when he pretended to be the disembodied skull. That scared Mike really good. I love that whole segment.
Yeah.
Although Joel, I don't think, if I remember, Joel was not easy to be scared. It's like just the way Joel was, just like.
Joel's
no, guys,
nah.
No, not working.
I really like the opening bit where the bots they have the like a tree fort in the AC duct, and then Gypsy tries to go up there and falls. The tubing is everywhere.
Yes.
I want to go again. It was a funny, cute little moment. I do like when Joel and the bots do that father son kind of stuff, or father children kind of stuff. I like that relationship between them, and that's always really fun to see. And I like that keeps coming back in the Turkey Day stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially the new stuff that he's done the last 2 years. It's because which makes sense. I mean, he built Crow Zero, so it's like they would, even though they are the way they are, it's like they would view him as like their dad. So it's like, and that's why I like the contrast between it's like Joel was more of like the father figure, while Mike was their BFF. So it was very different dynamics in how they interacted with each other between Joel and Mike, which is a good way to differentiate between the two, because it would have felt weird if they had acted like they interacted like they did with Joel with Mike.
Right.
It's like they needed dynamic.
But
yeah, I always like it when they do that stuff during the Joel episodes.
Yeah, like stuff. Joel. I tend to prefer the stuff where Joel gives them an assignment, like he's a teacher. Mm-hmm. I always think that's cute. But I liked the sort of running gag of the bots are up there, and then Joel gets stuck up there. I thought that was a cute little continuation of it. Favorite riffs. What? Because I've been kind of talking first the whole time. What were your favorite riffs in this one?
Let's see. I like the one where Tom says, "I've never loved anyone more in my life," and Joel responds, "Not that survived, anyway." I like that.
That was a great one. Their delivery really sold that one.
Oh yeah. Let's see. What was another good one? Speak to Me, Magic Pendant. I like that one. I see another corpse turned into seaweed. Let's see.
And Agent Kim Novak reenacts this scene from Vertigo.
Yeah, that was a good one. What was it? I think the mom said go to bed, dear, look tired, and Servo says, and stay there for 10 years. I was just like, I don't know, that would just kind of that tickled me for some reason. It just was it was just kind of like random.
If I ask fine.
They lived in that last house on the beach on the left. Reference to the infamous horror movie Last House on the Left. I was like, that one took me a bit to get. I was like, oh, okay, now I know what Joel's referencing.
And of course, Session presents.
Oh,
a classic.
Mm-hmm.
But very early on, there's Magic Man joke. Try to understand. I'm a magic man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That one always stuck in my head. Probably because the first part is the one I always really have to try and pay attention to on both watchings, because that's the hardest part to get through.
Oh yeah.
That's always my favorite joke, because that's probably one of my favorite classic rock songs. Would you call it classic rock?
Oh really?
80s rock, 70s rock, whatever. I really like that song, so that joke always sticks in my head. And it's weird how the early jokes are always the ones that kind of stick with me. I think it's just because as the episode goes on, you kind of have to process so many of them at once. Mm-hmm. So you just kind of remember certain ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's certain ones that just the ones that really made me laugh really hard, are the ones that really stick into my mind most of the time. I mean, there's other ones that I laugh at, but the ones that are I'm starting to gasp for air kind of laugh. Those are the ones that really stick.
Yeah, and I wonder if it even has something to do with the fact that earlier in a film, the writers had more enthusiasm, but as it goes on, it's just come up with a joke.
It starts to really drag.
Like I can,
which is funny because this movie's only 75 minutes.
Yeah, it's not long, but it feels really long. Kind of like how like in Werewolf, I can pretty much quote you every riff for the first act, but past that, like I only remember certain ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like
there's a lot of
we've concluded dim bones, dim dry bones, sir.
Yeah. The man with the yellow hat.
Right. It's absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, champagne.
Yeah, champagne.
Go home, Joe. But yeah,
yeah. That werewolf we've seen many times to talk about before, so it's like kind of like we'll want to do something different. That's always one to recommend for Halloween time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a great Halloween episode. It's not as like atmospheric as Tormented, but I will say it might be a little bit scarier only because that makeup is so terrifying. It's scary.
Yeah.
That wolf, rat, dog mask.
Yeah, and the level of incompetence in Werewolf exceeds the old school black and white Tormented here.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's like there's some decent stuff in this movie. It's like, but it's not, it's not a great movie, but it's not like Manos level horrible. It's just dull.
It's not Manos, yeah. It's just kind of boring. And really, like if you like I said, if you can get past the kind of element of cheapness and the fact that the lead is really boring, you can probably find something you like about it. Again, the ending is really good. The second half is weird and spooky, and it what's the phrase?
What's the right word to use?
What's that word I like to use? It probably would benefit from a few viewings when I'm not busy, because Halloween is very busy in my household. I don't know about yours.
No, I mean,
it's definitely a movie that I probably will watch again. Like, I'll probably watch this again. Like, I didn't hate it. It's not one that was such a chore to get through. I'm probably not going to try and watch again for a while, like Prince of Space. But, I might even try watching it again in preparation for the next episode, just, maybe to have a little bit more to say about it.
Mm-hmm. No, I think you pretty good. I mean, it's like, you're like, it's decent, but it didn't wow you. That's fine.
I find that's true of a lot of season 4 offerings, to be honest.
I know season 4 it's just loaded with goodness. So it's like, this is definitely one of those doesn't come not as good, but solid.
It didn't blow me away, but I didn't hate it.
No.
It's no Teenagers from Outer Space. Just say that. It's no giant Gila monster.
Torture.
It's no Killer Shrews.
No.
And of course, it ain't no Manos the Hands of Fate.
No,
it's just terrible, but so engaging in how terrible it is.
Absolutely. So, let's move on then to the second choice we said, the Mike episode. And that is episode from season 6, episode 604, Zombie Nightmare.
Wait, I thought we were just doing the one episode on...
you want to do you want to just do the one tonight then?
Yeah, let's do the one tonight, and tomorrow we can watch Zombie Nightmare, because I kind of want to rewatch it, because I liked it a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that, because I still want to try and get 2 episodes up before Halloween, so I can get this one up tomorrow, and then...
That's fine, and then I can allow me to rewatch... Oh, I can rewatch it after I get home tomorrow.
Okay, that's going to work.
I'll refresh my memory.
It's
about half an hour.
About 20 minutes. That's good. I need to talk about the Manos shirt thing.
Yeah, yeah. So you can cut this little part out and then say. So that next that's it for that one. We'll discuss the other episode in the next one,
which will be on Halloween. Look for that about 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm gonna try and have it up before everyone goes out and does stuff. A little bit of not really news, but something I want to discuss, and we've discussed it before. Jackie Ray Naaman Jones, Debbie from Manos the Hands of Fate, put together a donation drive for the sequel, Manos Returns, which is produced by her. She has her father, Tom Naaman, the original master, involved to reprise his role, and to ensure that he gets paid for his work, because he was paid very little, as you've heard in our interview with her, even though he's basically responsible for every memorable thing about the movie. He really should have gotten, a story credit, at least.
Oh, yeah.
But she has done a thing where for around $30, it was like $25 to $30, you could get a Manos Returns t-shirt. A black t-shirt with a picture of the master on it, and it came with a little art card signed by Jackie. If you took a selfie in it and posted it to their Facebook page, you could win a signed poster of the Riff Tracks Manos the Hands of Fate live event, signed by her and her father.
Mm-hmm.
I, of course, donated twice. I bought one for a friend. So I got mine the other day, and I opened it yesterday on camera, and I'm actually going to link to the video right after, this episode. It's going to be right below. You can watch that. And I comment on it with my friend Lauren, who does the Cartoon Physicist Naughty List, which you can find on GuyGeller.com. Plug. I was in a review of Hellboy, just letting you know. So, hey, I gotta get the Daily Motion money, know what I'm saying? We make a Mystery Science Theater joke. Okay. But I sorry. But
it's okay.
I got I opened the shirt on camera, and it's a really nice shirt. I actually wore it today. I'm probably also going to include a picture that I took while wearing it.
Oh, nice.
Very, very nice shirt. Very, very good quality. Fit very nice. And it's weird. Normally when I get a shirt that I order online, or even when I buy it in the store, and I wear it for the first time, it's usually kind of a little bit itchy because of what they use to keep it clean in the store, whatever they put on it or spray on, whatever. It's always kind of stiff and a little itchy. This one was not. This one actually fit very nice. It was very comfortable, very soft. The transfer quality was very good. And of course it came with a little business card size print of the artwork signed by Jackie with a silver Sharpie. That was cool. That's on my mirror right now. And I probably should post that to the Facebook page. I just keep forgetting because I was gone all day. Funny story. I went to Michael's earlier because I had to get some craft supplies for Halloween, and I was wearing the shirt, red suspenders, and my black work pants because I was just going to go to Michael's and then go straight to work. And I was getting some foam board. 3 different people asked me if I worked there. And then I told them exactly where the thing they were looking for was. Because I go in there so often.
See, that's just you being very helpful.
I'm helpful, but I think I just have the stench of retail about me. people assume that I work. And that actually happens a lot when I'm at Walmart, which is weird because none of my clothes look like the Walmart uniform. It's happened in not Food Depot, that's where I work. It's happened in Home Depot once as well. Mm-hmm. Which is, again, is weird because I do not look like I work at Home Depot. I look like someone who shops at Home Depot. And that's only because there isn't a Lowe's in town. But it keeps happening to me. I guess I just have that way about me that I look like a retail slave, which is true. But I thought I'd share that anecdote related to the shirt because I wanted to wear it out today. Because I didn't wear it in the video last night. I actually wore my Gogular, .com shirt and the Deep 13 jacket that I made for MomoCon. Trying to decide if I want to wear that Saturday night or not. It's either going to be Dr. Forrester or Ghostbuster, and only because, I spent $100 on that costume, I might as well wear it.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought about doing Torgo, but I didn't think any of my sister's friends would get it because I'm going to her Halloween party.
No, not, it's like, you really gotta be familiar with Manos to recognize Torgo.
I mean, her boyfriend is kind of into like B movies and stuff. I think he would get it, but I don't think anyone else would. And I'm like, I might as well just stick with the Ghostbuster costume. It's recognizable. It's iconic. It's getting a remake.
Yeah,
they'll recognize a Ghostbusters costume.
They should.
Well, they should.
Anybody who doesn't recognize what.
I say that, but then again, I've had people mistake it for like a steampunk thing.
Really?
I was wearing the Proton Pack, and they thought it was steampunk because I had on my fedora at the time, which I don't wear anymore, and the goggles, and someone thought, it's steampunk. It's like, no, this. Wow. How is this steampunk? And that someone thought it was the medic from Team Fortress 2. What?
Seriously?
Are you high? I'm not even wearing a lab coat or a doctor's coat. What?
That just fills me with
Some
sadness.
people. It happens a lot. It happens more than you think.
I mean, let me put it this way to segue this. I was last weekend. I went to a local college football game because my brother-in-law was one of the coaches of it. Fortunately, I lost, but afterwards went back to my sister's place, and my mom was there because she was babysitting their baby boy. My nephew was like 8 months old, and so we were there, and there's this like toy phone that he likes to play with, so he goes to pick it up, and so my mom jokes, she's like, Caleb, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters? So it's like even my mom, it's like who's not. I mean, she doesn't know everything about culture, but there's certain things that even she knows, like they're great in her brain, like Ghostbusters. She's seen Ghostbusters multiple times. So it's like, if my mom could quote Ghostbusters like that, and, she's like over 6 years old, it's like, how can these people not know about Ghostbusters?
My grandparents quote Ghostbusters very often, so I'm fortunate to live with very, very cool people in that way.
I mean my parents were...
They still couldn't tell you Doctor Who from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but, they know Ghostbusters.
like my parents, the reason I love Star Wars is because of my parents. My parents, the first one, they took me to see Return of the Jedi in the theater when I was only like about 6 years old. That's where my love of movies come from. Seeing, that on the big screen, it was like, for a little kid like me, I was just like, and they got me all the toys. I had the Ewok Village. I had Jabba the Hutt, the Rancor, the whole 9 yards. It's like, and rewatched it many, many times together. So it's like, they liked Star Wars. So it's like, and it's like, Star Wars is just like one of my most favorite things. So it's like, so I get that. It's like, it is weird. It's like, I wouldn't have the same things about, like that's more bigger pop culture. MST3K, it's a niche thing. It's called, but it's more people are. I think it's more people are becoming more aware of it. With, it's like especially with, Mike and them and the success of Riff Tracks all these years. It's like it's
Mike and them doing Riff Tracks. They show the movie actually pretty often on cable, on like Showtime and HBO and Stars. Star shows it a lot. They put out the Blu-ray, and I think you could actually get the Blu-ray in certain red boxes if I remember correctly, like in certain areas.
Right about that.
And of course they're re-showing the show on PBS now, and on MeTV and not MeTV, but what's Retro TV, and they got the YouTube channel and all that. So I mean, people like my age are getting into MST3K, and I think that's awesome because I have people that I can talk to about it that are my age, which is awesome.
Yeah, some of my friends that I go to trivia with, it's like that I've gotten to know last year. It's like a couple of them are fans of MST3K. I mean, it's like we were talking about Manos like one night. It's like just about it's like how bad Manos is. It's like, and it's great. Their success and popularity, it's gotten people into not just riff tracks, but for people who were too young to really watch or appreciate the original show MST3K, to go back and discover it. And thanks to Shout Factory releasing so many episodes, so much of the show is easily available for people to watch between the DVD sets and what's online and YouTube
and Shout TV.
Yeah, and Shout TV has a bunch of episodes, so the show is so easily accessible now. Where it's like everyone was worried about like circulating the tapes and like this episode will never get released. It's like we better make sure everybody has a copy. But not anymore.
No, we don't have to worry about that. Now they're all on the internet. They're all like distributed, not quite legally, but they're there. And they got the wonderful DVD sets by Shout, because Shout loves you.
Yes, Shout is up.
I need to pick up their Hey Arnold set.
I just picked up their release of Blu-ray of Escape from New York, and
I need to get that too.
I got that just recently. It was on sale, and I'm also going to get, when I get paid next week, I'm going to get the new Army of Darkness 3-disc set that they just came out this week.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed because I literally just the other day bought the other Army of Darkness Blu-ray.
Is that the Screwhead?
Yeah, the Screwhead edition, I think.
Okay.
Because it was in a bargain bin at Walmart, and I'm like, well, it is Halloween.
I knew they were going to do with the extras, but they even blew me away. Like, I was like, whoa, 3-disc? Oh my, 4 different versions, cuts of the movie? Dang. Couldn't believe it.
Hail to the king, baby.
Yeah. And that reminds me, I gotta make sure that, even though I don't have stars, I gotta hunt online to watch the new Ash vs. Evil Dead series.
Yes, I'm gonna be recording that because I'll be out. But yes.
Looking forward to that. I heard.
It's
Stars already renewed it for a second season before the first episode even premiered. That's how much faith they have that this is going to be a hit.
Yeah, I'm so lucky to live in a time where we're getting an Evil Dead series that can have all the blood and
oh, absolutely,
just everything that should be in the Evil Dead.
Yeah, no, it's like you couldn't do an Evil Dead TV series on regular network TV. It would have to be on cable because you can have all the blood and gore and stuff the over the top kind of stuff.
Blood and gore and cursing and puppetry and Bruce Campbell's chin. Everything that should be in Evil Dead.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
So I'm very happy.
Yeah. All right, I think that wraps up for this one. We'll be back soon.
I just want to say real quick on the topic of Shout Factory. Saw the other day that they are coming out with both Manimal and Automan. And
yes.
I know Brad Jones is very happy.
Yeah, he's got to be a very happy man.
Those
are two of his, especially Manimal, getting an actual legit DVD release is pretty impressive.
Especially considering there's still talk of the remake with Will Ferrell going forward.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez.
It depends who he's working with.
Yeah, it's true, but it's like it. We'll see.
Yes.
I'm not holding my breath on that one.
Yeah. But yes, thank you everyone for listening to this. We know we said we wanted to get 2 episodes out for October, and we started there a little bit late between work issues and computer issues. This was the earliest we could get them done.
Yeah,
we watched the episodes, a few weeks in advance, and then we just weren't able to do it.
Yeah, it's just tough between work and other stuff for us to coordinate to be able to record. It's like it's like we both work, we do stuff with friends. It's like so it's like just finding time to be able to do this sometimes can be trickier than we would prefer. But so we got this one done in the can, and we'll be back very very shortly.
A couple days.
Talk about some more Halloween themed MST3K.
And next month we're going to be discussing Turkey Day, what we want to see out of the upcoming stream, our favorite episodes that were featured on previous Turkey Day. So pretty much almost any episode, but not really.
Well, there's been some special ones that they released that premiere specifically on some of the marathons that are really good episodes.
I'm also thinking maybe we could discuss when Sci-Fi Channel did their version of the Turkey Day Marathon and had, or not marathon, but they had a movie and let people live riff it. And I think, that'd be something interesting we could discuss.
I totally forgot about that.
Also, the day before Thanksgiving, Mike and Lauren from GodKiller.com and I, and Justin, if you feel like it and you're not busy, we're going to do a sort of Turkey Day pre-show. And we're going to discuss all this in a Google Live Hangout. And you're all welcome to watch. And, watch me say stupid stuff because I don't have the wondrous power of editing to keep me from saying stupid things.
Mm-hmm. So, I think I might be able to make that. It depends on the time, because, when I get up.
It'll have to be late because Lauren lives in Australia, so...
time difference.
So it'd probably be like 10, 11 o'clock. It probably wouldn't be longer than an hour, though, so it'll depend.
Yeah. Well, I think I might be able to make that.
And even then, we might go after and maybe play some Cards Against Humanity, or something like that, It's a holiday. One Lauren won't celebrate, but that won't stop Mike and me, and... me and Bender and Zoidberg if he feels like it. I'm good.
Exactly.
Zoidberg. But yes, thank you everyone for listening.
Yep.
I'm Toby Mobius.
And I'm Justin Toto.
This has been the MSTieCast. Come on, we're going bowling.
Now, poopy.